quick one. Let's talk Rema's album. As someone that listens to a lot of music, when I mean like that's is literally my life. I listen to music all the time, and I like Rema. But I don't know, for some reason I feel like he's getting a lot of hate for this whole album. Like, why? Because if you listen to Afrobeats and you go to top 100 Nigeria, there's no hate. I'm not hating on anyone. Most of the sound there are the same. They sound similar. But since Rema dropped this album and you go to top 100 Nigeria, it's so different. What you're hearing is different. And I feel like as an artist, is your responsibility to always drag the audience along on your journey, whether you being a painter, you being a poet, whatever you are, you're a creative. You need to drag, people need to feel the sense of like storytelling when they come across your work. Like they need to feel like, oh, this guy was in a certain mind space, or he's in a certain mood, that's why he did this way. Like there should be a story. And I think that's what Rema's album does. He did that perfectly well with the lyrics, with the drums, everything, the beats, everything was done with an intention to tell a particular story. And I think I saw a video on TikTok where he was trying to kind of like let people know that is like we should stop trying to water down Afrobeats. Because then when you water down Afrobeat a lot, you get people that don't really come from the, that culture, or don't come from that place that are trying to make Afrobeat music, but they are making it on a watered down level. Like you start having things like, maybe Afrobeat is getting so much popularity now, it's becoming a global thing. Now we're getting to the Grammys. Eventually, I hope it'll get to a point where it's no longer, world music. It becomes Afrobeats or whatever, And now, imagine you have someone that is not, it's not black. You understand? That's not black. Imagine you have a white guy winning Afrobeats, or you have an Indian guy winning best Afrobeats. It becomes a bit, a bit techy, because I think what he's really trying to say is we need to protect our identity. Sometimes we try to be, me, I'm an African man. I'm African, like, you can only try so far to run away from who you are, but eventually it shows. So I think what he's really saying is for us to really stick to our identity, stick to who we are. Because if you go back and not these new Afrobeat fans now, these new people that are listening to Afrobeat, listening to Burna Boy, yeah. Go back and listen to Timaya, Plantain Seller, back in the day. I'm talking 2013, 2012. Afrobeat that now sounded so different back then. And I think that's what he's trying to do with this album, sticking to the proper African vibe. Because Afrobeat is not really about lyrics, isn't it? You can have all the lyrics in the world. You can sing whatever. It's not about lyrics, it's vibes. The whole thing is based on vibes, pure vibes. That's what Afrobeat says. But I'd like to know what you guys think about, Rema's album. Personally, I think it's a classic. I think it's a masterpiece he's done. Genius, and the proper intent went into creating that whole album. But yeah, I'd like to know what you guys think about the album. Leave your comments in the comment section below.